What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching Pull and Play. Today we're going to break down the Cute to Brute Secret Lair Precon. Now, last time Secret Lair decided to do a precon, it was a bit of a snafu. If you're not aware of the heads I win, tails you lose situation, Secret Lair Wizards didn't have the decks pre-printed, and they printed them on an as-ordered basis, right? So it took upwards to a year longer for some people to have those decks in their hands. Well, this time they learned from that mistake. They pre-printed and we're ready to go. So when we placed our order, it took about 2 weeks to arrive, and we've got it in our hands today. What I want to do is break it down, take a look at the art, some cool art from what I've seen from the order, and I want to see whether or not these cards are pringling, as is common with Secret Lair products, foil products specifically. Want to see if the deck itself is worth it. Retail value is $150, but card individualities are about $300. Is the tech going to be any fun to play? Who knows? And just what type of upgrades we could consider putting into this deck to make it even better than it is now. That said, I say we dive into it, take a look, figure it out for ourselves. All right, let's get into it. All right, so here it is, from Cute to Brute. Hoping my camera stays focused here. Comes in a cardboard box, sealed. Hopefully, it's not sealed. May want to double check that. It does have some Secret Lair Commander from Cute to Brute stuff down here. Just a bunch of gibberish. Some other hazardous markings, who knows. But that's pretty much it. It's very similar to the way the heads I win, tails you lose Commander Precon from Secret Lair came. So not much ado in the way of the packaging here. So let's jump in. Let's see what it looks like. Bring out our handy dandy knife here so we can break that seal. All right. We are open. Here we go. So let's see what the inside of this box will reveal when you open yours. All right, so there's a little thank you for being a part of Secret Lair card. You get those frequently in Secret Lair purchases, if it'll come out. Nothing on the back. And then looks like a little box comes with it. Wrapped nicely, actually. That's pretty cool. I'm going to put this box down here. Jeez, my way. All right. So, yeah, wrapped pretty nicely. We're going to pop it open. Makes me feel a little bit better seeing this extra packaging on here. I guess it's just additional reassurance that, it's not been tampered with, resealed. I don't know. It's, yeah, it's definitely not, doesn't like fall off the packaging. I guess it could be carefully resealed. So, not that that's something you got to worry about with Secret Lair. I'm just saying if you're buying it, second hand, maybe that's something to consider. All right, so very nice foil here on the cardboard. Nice Cute to Brute here on the front, the logo, and then we'll crack it open. So it's a very nice looking deck box. It's cardboard, but it's kind of got a nice feel to it. Oh, go. You got a nice foily life wheel. That's interesting. Very cool. Put that off to the side. I'm going to move this stuff over for us here. What else do we have? Cute to Brute. Looks like there is some sort of mat in here. I don't know. Maybe it is. Yeah, it looks like maybe it's a play mat. Or just, I don't know, signage. Wow. Hands don't work much, apparently. Okay. There you go. Brute side. Cute side, I suppose. All right. Here we go. Let's actually get into the deck itself. Still going to take this stuff, move it further out of our way for now. And remove the extra. That stuff's there just to hold the deck from rattling around. All right, right off the top here. We got your commander, or at least who's supposed to be your commander. Issachar, god of the tree. Wow, camera, focus. Focus, camera. Catching the reflection off something. There we go. A little bit better. All right. And then, wow, looks like there's a nice foil card right there in the back. Let's get into it. We'll see what it's all about, and then we can talk about it. There we go. We got Archangel Avacyn. Again, it's a very thick cardboard stand-in. I don't know if that's intentional or if it is just the stand-in. I guess we'll find out as we continue to go through. Here you go. There's Bloodline Keeper. These are actually the cute to brute. Maybe I should flip them over here so you can see the brute. Lord of the Lineage. That's kind of cool. I like that. Let me go back to the commander here. Issachar, god of the tree. And then there is Prismatic Bridge. That is kind of brutal looking. Alright, you got your Archangel Avacyn. And then Avacyn the Purifier. So, interesting concept. I like it. I think it's really cool, especially with this next one. This is my favorite. This is really what convinced me to buy this deck to begin with. Baby Nicol Bolas. Nicol Bolas the Ravager. That's a really cool card. Flipping it over, you got Nicol Bolas the Arisen. That is really sweet. Again, another one of those cardboard stand-ins. So I'm hoping that there's a regular card in here for each one of these. I guess we'll find out. But, oh, yep, there is. All right, and then we've got Westvale Abbey. And then Ormondal Profane Prince. Very cool. So you got some cardboard stand-ins for your commanders. Looks like, or your alternate arts is a better way to put it. So the actual cards right here looking real nice. And they are foiled. That's really cool. Foiling looks really good. I want to slip some of these, at least the foils, right into sleeves right out of the gate here. Because the last thing I want to do is scuff up my brand new cards. And I should have grabbed some penny sleeves, but I didn't. So these are going to go in fitted sleeves, just very carefully. That is cringe. But hey, you know, do what you got to do sometimes. I think I'm going to be playing this deck anyway. So it wouldn't surprise me that they would end up in fitted sleeves anyway to get double sleeved in the deck. Okay, here we go. There is Issachar. Let's go to Archangel Avacyn. Oil treatment is super nice in person. It looks good on camera too, but it is very nice in person. And it's not taking long. They've barely hit oxygen and they are slowly pringling. So it looks like you're still going to have the same, virtually the same quality of oil treatment that you get in any typical secret lair. So they did not surpass expectations on the pringling, but they did surpass the expectations on shipping time. Here we go. Bloodline Keeper. Saw that one too earlier. Going to Lord of Lineage. That is really cool. I love those faces. That horrific cackling laugh. Almost like you can hear that picture. You can hear exactly the laugh that's going on in the background. Just such great artwork. And then, of course, we got our Nicol Bolas. That one back for a second. Our baby Bolas. Nicol Bolas the Ravager. And Nicol Bolas the Arisen. Very cool. Sleeving this one up again. Like I said, I'm just going to sleeve up these top foils just because they are the most prone to damage. And there's not many foils in this deck that I could see from the deck list, except for these really cool cute to brute artworks. Maybe one or two more that I'm missing. Westvale Abbey. And then Ormondal Profane Prince. Maybe one or two more in here that I'm missing, but we'll look at those as we go through, and I'll sleeve them up as necessary. Trying to keep these secret lair cards from touching as much oxygen as possible. oxygen, humidity, whatever the case is. All right, we're gonna put those out of there. So let's just flick through this deck really quick. Let's see what everything else is. So you got the Kytheon, Hero of Akros, which flips to, and I don't know how much this deck flips. We're gonna find out. Gideon Battleforged, Planeswalker, very nice. I know a lot of this is based on legendary stuff. So Legion's Landing, again, legendary equipment. And then you've got this legendary land. Looks like there's no end of land ramp here. Ondu Inversion to the Ondu Sky Ruins. Osama, God of the Voyage. Then you've got the Almond Keel, straight from Aldheim. Good mixture of cards. So here's one too that was really a talk of everything about this set is this Jace, Bryn's Prodigy. This card is spiking in value, but it might start to drop a little bit with this printing. Not entirely sure. Jace Telepath Unbound is the Planeswalker on the back. So that's really a good chunk of the value in this deck. Aside from the alternate artworks of those cute to brute variations of it, a lot of it is coming straight off Jace right there. Got the Hagra Mauling. And the Hagra Blood Pit. So far, looks like just about everything here has had some sort of flip to it. Liliana, Heretical Healer. Into a Liliana, Defiant Necromancer. Valky, God of Lies. Tybalt, Cosmic Imposter. I will say it is nice here, this pre-con, with them really investing in the theme of this. All these flip cards. On top of that, there's no shortage of mythics and rares in here. I honestly don't know how many aren't mythic or rare. I really haven't kept count, and you know, looking through the deck list a handful of times, didn't really pay much attention to that, which I should have, but I will say I have not seen one that isn't up to this point. Ringheart Crest, Nissa, Vastwood Seer, Nissa, Sage Animist, Kovlar, Huntsmaster, to Kovlar's Pack Leader. Got Arlen Cord, Arlen Embraced by the Moon, Axe Hope, to the Moon's Fury, Dinnick, Pious Apprentice, Dinnick, Pious Apparition. Yeah, so it looks like all of these are flip cards. Which, again, I didn't do much digging into it when I ordered this thing. I wanted it to kind of be a surprise. I just really liked that baby nickel Bolas. Everything else, I decided just to let it be a surprise. And so far, so good. I'll be curious to see how this plays out. Not sure how much everyone wants to see all of these cards in here. All of these cards that aren't foiled, I will say, do have a nice straight line to them. Not much curve, not much bending there at all. Looks really good. All these legendary lands are very interesting. this up. Let's fly through some of these here. Dowsing Dagger, Thematic Compass, Treasure Map. And then we've got the Pathway lands, which are very nice themselves. They have a decent amount of value to them. Very convenient to have lands that you can pick and choose which one you need to play when you need it. I think they did a whole Pathway set that not that long ago either. Secret Lair anyway. Needle Verge Pathway, River Glide Pathway. Still a lot of cards in here. Bela, Get Recovery. Oh yeah, we're not done. Okay, so we are now in the uncommons. I think we're hitting common stuff. So it looks like there is a good chunk that are mythic and rare, and then we do have stuff in the back here that are also uncommon, because we are, well, I guess this could be rare. Yeah, it is rare actually. It just doesn't have the indicator on it. I mean, it does. You know, it's got the gold there. I just wasn't paying attention to that. I was looking for the foil mark there. Still moving. Sisay Weatherlight Captain, Urza's Ruinous Blast, Zidalpa Primal Dawn, excuse me, Sphinx of the Second Sun, Beast Whisperer, oh, Jolrael. Just had that in Dominaria Remastered. That was pretty recent. Guardian Project. Yeah, so these are all still rares or mythics. Very interesting. I'm not upset, I'll be honest. This is really cool. So, but some of these though, this Scattered Groves, the cycling land, I don't remember this being rare. It may have been, I'd have to go back and double check. World Tree. Diluvian Primordial. One of the first few cards that has a back to it. Ongify. Butcher of Malakir. Beast Within. Farseek. Harmonize. Tireless Provisioner. Putrefy. Rise the Redeemed. Altar of Pantheon. That actually is probably one of our first commons. Arcane Signet, here we go. Chromatic Lantern, very important for your mana fixing. Commander Sphere, it's another common. Fellowar Stone. Meteor Golem. Sandstone Oracle. So I'm already seeing kind of where I would be looking at making adjustments to this deck. The artifacts are not great for land or for mana ramping. I would probably remove some things like Arcane Signet. Command Tower, Evolving Wilds. Yeah, I'd probably consider upgrading some of these lands too. I'd have to double check looking at some of these things. If a sacrificial land makes sense, I'll do it. I don't mind sacrificial lands when you're getting to put something on the battlefield and then you're getting like a landfall trigger out of it, or if you've got something that gives you the ability to play lands out of your graveyard, so it gives you an opportunity to have something you can keep going back to in the event you're going to miss a land drop. As I said, in the event you're going to miss a land drop. Otherwise, I don't typically like to run them in my deck. Savage lands. A lot of these are tapped lands. Tapped lands are great on a budget, but I think that may be where they were trying to be cost efficient on this deck. So I'm already seeing it. I'd have to go back and really read through all these cards and validate. I don't remember what all of them do, but I would potentially go back and replace some of these tapped lands with something that is a fast land. I'll take a pain lands, a shock lands, a fetch lands. I'll take just about anything over that. Here's our tokens. Vampires. Wolves. Older wolf with death touch. We got pests. We got beasts. We have plants. Human clerics. Elf warriors. Treasure. Blue. Food. Oh, and then we have, this must be our extra card on the back, Delver of Secrets. It's a shame. I don't know if anyone can see, but there it is. There's an ugly print line across the middle of that card. This must be that extra card, that secret card that you get, a secret lair. I'd have to double check that, but that's really cool. Getting a Delver of Secrets. I'm going to leave that up. Go in a sleeve. It's already been beat up by the printer. That ugly print line. But hey, again, no point in ruining a nice foil card any further than it's already been ruined as it's been printed. Okay, we'll put that over there. So, all in all, what are my thoughts? Well, it's a lot of flipping, a little bit of extra work. I'm a little concerned when I see the tokens that they're scattered all over the place. We're vampires and we're wolves and we're plants and we're this and we're that and the other. It's going to take me just a minute or two to sit down and just digest what this deck's trying to do, aside just flip, right? Aside just to flip. A lot of planeswalkers, so there's a lot of triggers and abilities that we're going to be able to add in. Food tokens are cool, treasure tokens are better. It was more food tokens than there were treasure tokens. And then you've got all those other things. We've obviously got a 5-color commander. That's what this deck's been built around, is that 5-color commander. Essica, the world tree, the god of the tree, excuse me. World tree was in there. Essica, god of the tree. It's vigilance, tap, add 1 mana of any color. Other legendary creatures you control have vigilance, and tap, add 1 mana of any color. So your commander is going to allow you to use all your legendary creatures, all those rares and mythics that are mostly legendary creatures we saw, to tap them for mana. They're also going to have vigilance, so when you attack with them, they stay upright, and it's going to give you some, if there's enough counter spells in here. If there's not, you add them. It's going to leave you with some mana open for board wipes, instants of any kind. That's kind of cool. Flipping to this side, we're going to have, at the beginning of your upkeep, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature or planeswalker card. Put that card on the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom of your library. So it looks like you get to cheat some creatures in there. So you've got some pretty big creatures. We saw some in there that had a pretty sizable cost to them. This is going to allow you to cheat those onto the battlefield, which is pretty awesome. I like that idea. Hoping that that's going to be an impactful way to win the game, is by getting, free creatures onto the board. But I guess we'll have to see. Time will tell. I don't know. Looking at it right now, I can see that there's definitely going to be a lot to keep track of. But it looks like it's going to be fun. Looks like it's going to be fun. So you tell me, you've seen this deck, if you've ordered the deck, if you think there's some good upgrade options to this deck to make it powerful, or what you're going to do to change this deck. I'm curious to know. Feel free to leave that down in the comments. Well, I hope that you liked the content. I hope you liked the video. I hope you like getting to see that cute to brute deck from Wizards of the Coast Secret Lair. And I hope to see you on the next one. Take it easy, everybody. Thanks for watching Pull and Play.